Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we have Gopal Acarya Prabhu, who is originally from Poland, but for the last 10 years approximately involved in Ireland, and for the last number of years, maybe 6 years or so, with a farm community in the making, developing. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about the background of that community and what's been happening or what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, the community itself was founded by His Grace Peter Prabhu 30 years ago. We have just celebrated this year, in July, the 30th anniversary. And it went through different phases. So the present phase is towards establishing somewhat linked to Varnashram ideas that Prabhupada had for us, cow protection, self-sufficiency, and it's not without challenges, but this is the direction that we have taken recently.
And can you give a little bit of details about cows and devotees involved, how much land, for example?
Yeah, we have 35 acres of land. Some of it is not really usable for cows and for growing. Some of it is forest. But we have some land also for food production and some for grazing cows. At the moment we have 3 cows and 2 bulls. Bulls are being trained and they already know what to do, and next year, they're young bulls only, next year we're starting with them to work in the field. So far they were able to bring wood from the forest and help with some small jobs like that.
Okay.
But next year we are starting, we're going to start also plowing fields and so on with them, which hopefully will increase also the production of vegetables. Weather is not very friendly in that place. It is actually one of the most rainy spots in the whole of Europe.
Okay.
But we have tested, and there's some grains can grow, like oats and barley can grow, so we want to increase that, and some vegetables grow okay.
Okay.
And we're trying to avoid any pesticides and fertilizers apart from the natural fertilizers, which come, of course, from mother cow.
Yes.
We have problem with slugs, the many slugs, and this is a bit of a problem. But we use also polytunnels, which are...
Slacks are what, for those who may not know?
Sorry?
Slacks. What are slacks?
Yeah. The slug?
Some animal.
Yeah, there's a snail, you can say.
Okay,
also. Yes.
snail.
So
Okay.
they are really, because it's all wet, so they're very successfully reproducing, and there are hundreds and thousands of them. So this is one of our natural challenges there.
In addition to the, let's say, material challenges for the land, and as you say, wet climate quite a bit, what about involvement or on that level, let's say, in terms of other devotees being involved or getting more acceptance, for example? Accepting the whole idea or philosophy.
That's also a challenge. And many people are not really interested so much in going towards living on the land and off the land. It is a challenge, obviously. I cannot blame anyone for that, but that's the situation. It's not easy for people to embrace the idea of living on the land and off the land. And plus, the natural challenges they add to that, that people may feel not so hopeful or discouraged.
But you were mentioning that some proposal to have some ongoing discussions.
Yes, we have proposed this year that we would like to start discussing and establish Varnasrama ministry, so that we can bring it more into light, the knowledge of Varnashram and how it is needed, because it is needed, obviously. Srila Prabhupada, he wanted it is 50th anniversary, so the 50%, that's the idea. Let's discuss it now and let's go on discussing and see what steps can be taken towards establishment of Varnasrama, because to establish Varnasrama is also not an overnight project. It is a very long-term vision for generations to come, so some steps have to be taken so that others can continue and not start from the scratch when they start understanding Prabhupada's books.
Yes. What brought you to become involved, let's say, and convinced about the importance of this?
Well, somehow or other I was always attracted to this idea of simple living and high thinking. When I heard Srila Prabhupada talking about this in his classes, I even today I remember especially one class that Srila Prabhupada gave, in which he said that one should mold his life in such a way that he becomes 24 hours Krishna conscious, and then he elaborated on this, talking about simple living, high thinking. So it was always something that I really liked.
Okay. And you were mentioning how you've developed a few programs, like some videos, and can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, we have Message TV. Message comes from the word message, and also moo, that comes from cows. So it's a message. It's voice for cows in every house. That's the idea. We would like to devotees to speak more and hear more about cows and the importance of cow protection, because this is where it all starts.
So how did you start this, or what does that involve, actually?
It involves people talking about the importance of cow protection.
Okay.
And Srila Prabhupada said that without cows, without cow protection, there's no question of Brahminical culture, because obviously milk is needed to understand the higher topics, to develop Brahminical understanding, Brahminical brain. So if you want to have Brahminical society, and then the whole Varnashram, which will be guided by the Brahmanas, we need cows that will give milk, that will nourish the understanding of the spiritual topics.
And what are you doing with these? You're presenting them at different places?
Yes, I post them on internet, on YouTube, Facebook. We are planning to have a website also. And in future, if I have many enough, I would like to also release them on some DVD, maybe put to some ISKCON shops and whatever, so that people can have wider access to them.
Why do you think, what's possibly, according to your estimation or observation, reasons why devotees are reluctant or hesitant to be involved or to know more about
I could say so many things. Why? There could be many reasons. One is that maybe they don't read Srila Prabhupada's books, or maybe they read but they are afraid of this particular aspect. Some devotees seem to be just not interested in it. They think that Krishna Consciousness is about chanting Hare Krishna, but it has nothing to do with Varnas. But Prabhupada explains that this system of forecast and the ashramas is to accelerate the transcendental understanding of our identity, and it is there to actually bring us gradually to the point of self-realization. So it is required, it is needed. And my argument is that if we are so transcendental, why do we eat? Why do we wear clothes, sleep, and do all those material things? If we are so transcendental, we should be able to abandon these as well. But this is what makes a difference. Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport in Bhagavatam, I think 1.9.26, that this is what makes us different from animals. They mate, sleep, defend, and we do also, but we have Varnashram.
Right.
This is what makes a difference. This is what brings us to the transcendental platform.
Yes.
So people are afraid of it, or they are just too conditioned, or they are just in the body concept of life. Maybe they don't read books. Maybe they don't have trust. The system has been abused in the past. Obviously, so many things did happen even in ISKCON, but also in the history of ISKCON, of India.
Right. Yes,
So there are many reasons, probably.
How to possibly get more people involved, or people to understand a bit more of the importance of these communities, importance of Varnashram?
Well, discussion is one thing, to discuss a little bit more, to propagate more the idea, but also to show the example.
Right.
I think if there's example of communities that can really function and create stability to ISKCON society, families, we have high rate of divorce and so on. So if we could present an example of a community that can function really well and secure all the needs of individuals and the families and of the whole society, and at the same time facilitate that spiritual growth, then this will be very convincing.
Yes.
But this is another challenge. We don't have many examples of that.
Correct. What could ISKCON be doing in a concrete way to maybe accelerate all
Put
of this?
Varnasrama into strategic planning as an important strategy for development of our society.
Okay.
It seems that is missing there, but this is really the strategy for the society to grow and to go.
Right.
And this is what will please Srila Prabhupada and the Parampara.
Right.
And ultimately Krishna.
So at present, you are producing some things in your community in Ireland.
Yes.
What percentage of, the whole objective is to become self-sufficient? You're working
Well, we are
towards
far
it.
from self-sufficiency. Our community is... we were able, with Goodyear, which was 2 years ago, we were able to have vegetables for around 5 to 6 months in a year. Our own vegetables. We didn't have to buy anything in the shop for 5 to 6 months.
Okay.
But last 2 years were not so good, and we still needed to use some of the things from the garden and some from the shop. But it will take some time before we can grow more, and we don't even have proper storage facilities on our island, so we have many things to develop first to be able to become self-sufficient.
Yes. And what would be your recommendation to devotees in general to know more about Varnasrama, or to know more about these communities? What could, as individuals, what could somebody do?
Well, one thing, probably they could come in touch with you.
Or any of our communities.
Or any communities that try to go that direction. They all need help, and they all will also help you to understand things more. So again, discussion. If you are interested, you can come and discuss all the things, and we can discuss them together.
All right. So are you in general, although there are challenges, you remain optimistic?
Yes. I remain optimistic, but realistically speaking, I have to also see the challenges and understand that they are factual.
Right.
And it is a difficult path, we can say, in the modern society. Even technically speaking, if we look at the laws of the material, civilization, they very much go against whatever we want to do. They go against
They
it.
discourage, practically.
So it's very difficult. And in some countries, for example, you cannot teach children. We are very fortunate in UK that we have the law that allows us to teach. So we have our own school for our boys. We have 5 boys in our community that are being schooled on the island, so they don't have to learn any unwanted things.
Yes.
We teach them Krishna Conscious. We provide them Krishna Conscious education. So this is one very good thing about Northern Ireland.
Oh, I see. Okay. They allow for, is that what they call like homeschooling?
Yeah, they allow homeschooling, and the law is such that you don't even have to tell them that you don't send your child to school.
Okay.
So it's very lenient. Yeah, in
I
that
see.
sense, it is very lenient law. And it's very good because we didn't have to. I have a son who is now 7 years old, and he's very happy. He learns shlokas, he learns Bhagavatam, and some basics, of course, as well,
Yes,
mathematics, language, this and that.
Okay.
But he's happily being educated on the island with other boys, with the Vaishnavi teacher, and he's taking care a little bit of cows. He's helping with cows and in the garden as much as he can at this age.
Okay.
And he's a happy boy.
Okay. Yeah, Prabhupada spoke a lot naturally about Gurukul, as close to the Gurukul concept as possible. What about, Prabhupada spoke about Varnasrama College also? Any thoughts or ideas or discussions on that?
Yeah, we haven't started yet. Okay. It is in our mind, but it's yet time
right
to come to that.
Correct. What would be, let's say, some practical, suggestion to somebody who might be interested to know more about, let's say, how can people contact you or know about your community?
Yeah, we have website krishnaisland.com.
Oh, okay.
So all the details of how to contact us are there.
Right. People can visit.
Oh yeah, everyone is welcome to visit every day. So
Okay.
whenever you want to visit, you're welcome. Just contact us and we'll make the arrangements.
Okay. You have a severe or cold winter period?
It's not very severe.
Okay.
It's cold enough, and dampness adds to the experience of
Okay.
coldness. So it doesn't go below 0 usually,
I see.
but it can be a little bit difficult for people who are not used to that type of climate.
Right.
People from hot countries, they suffer.
But of course, many of the devotees you have are from different regions, is it?
Yes, we have devotees from Poland, from Lithuania, someone from Ireland, not too many at the moment, but we cope okay with that weather. It's
Right.
not too bad for us.
Yeah. And the cows you have, coming back to the topic of cows, these are local cows?
Yeah, we have local cows. We have 3 cows. We have 2 Kerry cows, which is an old breed, very healthy and strong and very good milk. They give very healthy milk.
Those cows you were telling come from where?
They were originally imported from Spain, so I heard, thousands of years ago.
Okay.
And it is an original old breed. So even the milk, even for people who have problems with digestion of milk, that particular milk is okay. They don't have a problem with digesting it. It's very healthy.
So you have one or a few of those
We
cows?
have 2 of these, and we have 1 Jersey cow, and we have 2 bulls. One is from the Jersey
Okay.
mother, and the other one is from the Kerry. But it's mixed with something else. We don't know what.
Correct. Okay. Well, we wish you all success in your project, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Good.